there, people of the internet, and welcome to Adventures in Adulting with Dav. Today's episode, the cooking section, has me particularly excited because on Delicious by Dav, I'm calling it Delicious by Dav because I got a few more votes, so thank you to you guys who voted, and please continue to vote in terms of what we're going to name the cooking section. But on Delicious by Dav, there are two reasons I'm actually very excited. One is that today is my first viewer's choice, if it were. I put it out on my social media whether or not you guys want me to make peri peri chicken or shrimp in a tomato cream sauce, and you guys voted for peri peri chicken, so I decided to make peri peri chicken wings because that's what was in my kitchen, and that's how we roll here on Delicious by Dav. But the second reason that I'm really excited about making peri peri chicken is it is a tasty travel story. So a few years ago, I had a friend of mine come to visit. She's Bahamian, but she was living in the States. She was working for American Airlines at the time. And so I think I asked when she was leaving, and she's like, I'm not sure. I'm thinking I actually might go to London for a few days. And I think that was maybe like Tuesday. Thursday, we packed up and we went to London. And then what was super exciting was because she worked for the airline, we got to go in first class. We got these first class tickets for super cheap, so it was really exciting. And that was one of the first times I'd ever done something so spontaneous. So it was the first time that I went on a transatlantic flight, first time I've ever been to Europe. And so it was just a really fun trip. And when I think of the food that we ate in England, we ate the fish and chips, we did tea time, we went different places, but the best food that I had when I was in London was at a place called Nando's. And it was just like, I think we went to Nando's every single day on my trip. And it's weird because I think it's like Portuguese and African, it's not very British, but when I think of London, I think of Nando's. This is the only picture that I have of us in Nando's because we were completely jet lagged and we hadn't had the food yet, so we didn't know what we were in for. But my life changed at Nando's. I feel like I should get some sort of, royalty for this Nando's ad. I actually heard that Nando's is now in America. I'm coming for you. I know I promised you guys some crafts this week. I had some technical difficulties, so we're gonna have to revisit that in the next episode, but that's just a reason that you should tune in. But I am gonna show you a little project that I worked on that I'm really excited about and have really been enjoying the fruits of my labor with, and I'm gonna share with you my book recommendations while you're stuck inside. Hi guys, and thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Delicious by Dav. I'm doing my quarantine version of everything, and so I'm substituting a few things. In this case, the only thing I'm substituting is the actual peppers for ground pepper. So the first thing that I did, of course, was marinate my chicken. I'm gonna show you guys how exactly I put that marinade together right now.
Or this one looks like two, and then this one too, so I don't know, this entire, what you call it, ad? A group cluster. It's all very large. I found mutant garlic.
So my chicken has been marinating for about 4 hours at this point. I put it in earlier this morning, and now I have come back to collect it. But before I do that, I'm going to make some side dishes to go with my peri peri chicken. And I did chicken wings. They're my favorite part of the chicken. Just easy to eat, delicious, right in between light and dark meat. But I'm going to make some potatoes to go along with it, some potato wedges. So here's what we're going to do. Wedges, and I've tossed them with just a number of different herbs. which I'm going to put on the screen here, and some olive oil. And so these are going to take a little bit longer to bake than my chicken. So I'm going to start with these, and then I'm going to start assembling my marinated chicken wings onto a rack on top of a cookie sheet, and we're going to be in business. These are in the oven right now at 400. I'm going to turn it up to 425 once the chicken wings go in, but this is going to give it some time to pre-cook for about 20 minutes. So I have my pan here, and like I said, I've lined it with foil. This is just to make cleanup that much easier. The thing about chicken at Nando's or Peri Peri chicken is usually it's fire grilled. I don't have a grill, so what we're gonna do is get as close to the grill as possible. So I'm gonna have my heat-resistant tray on top of my cookie sheet. I have a cookie sheet lined to catch all those beautiful fat drippings, and now we're gonna place our chicken wings. My chicken wings are all set up on the grill pan. I still have my marinade, and I'm gonna keep it because midway through the cooking process, I'm going to turn the chicken wings, and I'm gonna baste this. So this is going into a 425 degree oven. It's going to bake first for 10 minutes, then I'm gonna turn all the pieces and baste them again with our leftover marinade, and then it's gonna bake for another 15 minutes until it's crispy and perfect. Right, so I'm taking these out just to turn them, and then I'm gonna baste them and put them right back.
I must say that I'm not a person who eats spicy food, but the wings look so appetizing that I decided to try one. They are very good. Now, I'm not going to have two because they're spicy, but they're baked to perfection, they're tender, they're juicy, and they're just cooked at the right temperature, and the potato wedges were divine. So I would encourage you to try this recipe. Really delicious.
I decided that I needed to spend some more time outside and to really enjoy that time, so I decided to get myself a hammock. And can I tell you that hammocks are like another word for happiness. Hammocks equal happiness. Swinging my life away in the yard, in the sun, with the breeze on my skin, with, just reading a book. Like, it's been a dream of mine. I've been putting it off for a minute. So pretty much once Kelly's opened up again, I was like, I am getting me a hammock, and I'm so glad I did. I've really been enjoying it. I decided to buy one with a stand. You can buy one for as little as $35 if you have trees in your yard. The trees in my yard are kind of struggle trees, and so we had decided, in the best interest of my safety, that I was gonna buy one with a stand. And so that one costs about $140 inclusive of that. And I'm very happy with the purchase. Go judge somebody else. I like my hammock. It's saving me hundreds of dollars in online therapy. Sorry, Harrison. But I've really just been enjoying it. And I would highly recommend that you get one. Like I said, if you have strong trees in your yard, you can get one for as low as $30, $35. Tie it up and just swing, enjoy the breeze, and relax. So this is how it comes out. It came in like a little bag. Looks like a little camping bag. So it's actually pretty compact. So I am opening the bag, and I was surprised there were no instructions, but really it looks like it just kind of opens up. Looks like these pieces are already together. So I am very pleased to hear this. So I'm opening up the bag and taking it out. I think there isn't that much to it. I didn't see any instructions, so hopefully it's just a matter of opening it. Okay.
Okay, open it up.
Open what up?
Oh, I supposed to be recording?
Instruction. Are you getting that?
Mm-hmm.
I found the instructions now.
And I cut myself with this tree.
Oh no.
That's okay. It's mine. I cut.
We're supposed to follow the picture. The picture that we have.
1, 2. Okay.
This goes here, and we have a hammock. Oh, should I take the tag off? I guess I'm not taking it back at this point. It has a little pillow. Who's excited? Alright.
Is it strong enough?
I know, right? Like, hopefully we did this right. Otherwise, I have about a foot and a half to fall. I think we're good. I think we did it. Oh. Now I just need a book. I wanted to recommend some books. Since you have time at home, this is the time to read. Readers are leaders. Let's read Bahamas. So, the first book, or the first group of books that I will recommend is Anything by Malcolm Gladwell. He is just an incredible writer, profound thinker. I'm taking his master class now. I feel very elite. But really, really insightful stuff. I think David and Goliath might be a really good one for right now because it's about adversity and how adversity really works in your favor. Next up would be anything by C.S. Lewis. Right now I am presently reading The Problem of Pain, which is about suffering and about reconciling the goodness of God to the reality of human suffering. So it's very unemotional and just honest and simple, just to explain some very difficult concepts. Apart from that, I've been reading a book called Risking Intimacy by Nancy Groom. Again, a fantastic read. It's a story of marriage, obviously, but it's a story of God's marriage to the Israelite people and what that looked like and how tumultuous that was, but how present he was in that and how present he is with us every day. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, I think that's how you say it, was a really, really good book. I read that a few months ago, but it was really insightful for me just in terms of the journey of life. The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. If you like a good Christian romance, or even if you don't like Christian romance, it's romance. It's exciting. It's got some like sci-fi stuff going on, and just, you know, good old-fashioned romance book. You got some time on your hands, ain't no man in your house, sis. Might as well read a book. Kindred. This book is by Octavia Butler. She's an African-American writer, and nothing about this book was something I saw coming. It's like civil rights, well, slavery, mashup, interracial marriage, sci-fi, back and forth through history. Really, really exciting read. A lot of the books that I haven't been able to show you because I've lent them out, and I love lending out books. Books I think were meant to be shared, and so for that reason I'm making a Facebook page where you are able to share or look to borrow a book. You're always saying, I'll read when I get around to it, I don't have any time to read. It's time to read! So we leave this experience edified, educated, and entertained. But thank you again for watching, and be sure to tune in next time on Adventures in Adulting with Dav. Hi there, and welcome to Adventures in Adulting. Okay guys, and here is my Peri Peri chicken along with my roasted potato wedges, well, literally. There's outliers